So this is completely random, but I'm out driving this morning and for some reason it popped into my head all the burner accounts I had created over the years. And granted, I haven't created a burner account in ages, but I created and cultivated the most non-obvious burner pages. Honestly, it was ridiculous the amount of effort I put into making this seem like a real person with real friends and create a chain that would not make it obvious that I am out here being a stalker. So I'm saying thank God for growth, because I have come through so many different phases at this point in life, and I've had so many rebirths, deaths and rebirths. Deaths, I'm lisping, I'm sorry. I cannot say that back to back, but many deaths and rebirths. However you say that, y'all know what I'm trying to say. And so I've had many deaths and rebirths. There we go. Like I was just saying, I just want to thank God for growth, because there's no way that I could imagine myself doing those things now. And I mean, granted, yeah, I'm like in my 30s or whatever, but I've had the opportunity to do so much inner work and self-reflecting and just growth, like healing, to be honest. Like I really had taken time to truly heal. I spent time alone. I spent time, not in relationships, all kinds of things. And I've grown so far past that, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the growth and the places that it's taken me, because honey, I just really can't believe that I was putting that much effort into the, and if you realize the people I was doing it behind is really the kicker, because it's just like, man, it's looking back, it's like the equivalent of homeless people. And it's like no shade to them at all. At the same time, it's like it's no shade to them, because I was an energetic match. I was an energetic match to who they were as well. So me saying that it was the equivalent of dealing with homeless people is not a shot at them, but more so a reflective point for myself, because it's like, why would I entertain such a thing? Like, I was literally homeless at a point. And so I see the sun rising, so the quality's starting to get a little better with the natural lighting outside. But yeah, so it's just like I was able to reflect and really get myself up out of that, because I'm not one to just, when stuff ain't good, I'm not gonna pull out a sleeping bag and camp out in that bad boy. Like, I'm getting up out of here. And not even, well, I guess I'll say that now, because the times I was doing all this crazy messy stuff, and I wasn't being messy I was just stalking a little bit, just a little bit stalking. I was just doing some stalking. But at the same time, it's just like, for what? For the people that they were. And it's like, it's truly no shade to them. It's more so shade to me. It's like I walked into the forest and found a man in a sleeping bag and was just like, you're the one. I'm gonna spend the next decade with you. And it's like, girl, for what? That's not literally what I've done, obviously, but it's like, looking back, it gives me that level of cringe. So it's just like, like, why didn't you love yourself enough to not be putting yourself in these positions? And at the time, I didn't know any better. I can only go as far as I've come. And so if I'm not aware of that the tickers, the whatever it is, like, if I'm not aware of these moments of need to grow, who grows? It's just like, yeah, you can keep wondering, like, oh, why me? Of course it's me, and all these beliefs you put on yourself and on your experience, and then you make it so. But I wasn't even a why me person. I don't feel like I was being a victim. Well, I guess maybe it's just like, oh, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? I love you. And it's like, or you could simply remove yourself. Like, it's really that easy. And it's easier said than done, always. But it's just like, remove yourself. If they don't respect the boundary, you don't got to keep resetting it, because they know the boundary. They just don't care. simple as that. They just don't care. And so they will keep overstepping that boundary because they know they ain't got nothing to lose. Like, you just go sit there and say, please don't do it again, and we'll have a rough few days, and then we'll be right back to normal. Where's the growth in that? And granted, I done been there. I was there for many a years. And so that's why I started this with thank God for growth, because I was really doing the most, and I had myself in the craziest situations. And it's like, for what, girl? For what? You could have went home to your mom and daddy. You had a warm bed and, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, I don't know, like, I just be wondering how I'm not gonna say I was wondering how I was so low, but just how my self-esteem was just that tarnished, and just my self-worth and my value was literally non-existent. And so I give myself love for who I was at the time. I did pretty dang on good given the circumstances. I made it through everything that I've been through. Clearly, here I am. And yeah, I just think that I got to give myself more. I'm not giving myself credit for the decisions I made, but I'm giving myself compassion for who I was at the time that led me to make those decisions. Because whether I knew better or not, it was what I thought was best at the time. And I will say I apologize to myself for all the times that my gut and my intuition was telling me something and I completely ignored it, or just didn't look into it, didn't think anything of it. And it's just like, ooh, I just know this don't feel good, but I can't quite put a finger on it. It's like, well, it passed, and then, you know, keep going, whatever. No. So I'm thankful for the awareness. I'm thankful for the growth. I'm thankful for the mindset shifts that I have had. Like, I've been doing a lot of nervous system re-regulating, or rewiring, I should say. And yeah, it's just like, life really is in our own hands. And honestly, yeah, that's that. I went on this whole tangent when I was really just talking about my burner pages. You see how that goes sometimes?